XFL has been sold. Rock, along with some other investors, have purchased it for $15 million. The XFL will never die.
Well, it very well may, but so it was. Let me see if I have the stuff in front of me, and I don't. It was Dwayne Johnson and his business manager, Danny Garcia, and a third guy. It was Cardone, I think is his name. Hold on. Where is this? Got Jerry Cardone of Redbird Capital. So they each put up. It was a $15 million purchase. They each put up $5 million, and they're also going to assume $8.5 million of prior debts. Now, it is not a done deal because the creditors' lawyers immediately tried to hold up the sale, feeling that it was completely bought at an undervalued price. But they were also the only people who were bidding for it. So by that token, maybe it was an undervalued price. And the gist here is it's the same thing as it was. I mean, Vince gave up the idea after putting all that money in. And, you know, this is everything about the XFL, you know, all of these things. Is the football good? Is this good? Is that good? Ratings? You know, it's all, everything is dependent on one thing, and that is the ability for them to get a television deal that can cover costs. If they get a television deal that can cover costs, then they can make money. If they can get a television deal that and financing that allows them to lose some money, they establish the brand, they may be able to sell it for the price. $15 million would be an absolute steal if they could get this thing established as a league, because, you know, look at what a franchise in a league could be worth hundreds of, a couple $100 million. So, but it also could just be a money pit. And that's obviously what Vince thought, because Vince gave up on it. The number of the purchase number is pretty much irrelevant, because it sounds so low because it really is. But the key is that there's going to be huge losses until they get that television deal. Now, Vince could not get a good television deal for the thing. I mean, he got a deal that essentially paid for production, but paid him no money, and they were, on verge of losing a lot of money every, $100 million every year for 3 years, with the idea that at the end of those years, they'll have established ratings to a degree where they can get big television money, and then they're fine. Like WWE is right now. The issue is we don't know what the situation will be in 3 years with these companies. Will these companies have all that spare money? I mean, one of the fears of WWE not getting a good deal, and again, it's a fear, but we don't know, because I've been living through 30 years of this stuff of people saying that the bubble's going to burst, and it never does. Although there are signs. There are signs internationally and here and there, and there's logic that tells you that if less money is being put into some of these TV stations, and the NFL, like they're on ESPN, that's an NFL station. They're on Fox, that's an NFL station. They're on FS1, which is part of Fox. So the stations that they are on, like I said, they're NFL and ABC too. They're on NFL stations. And those companies, they're going to be bidding on the NFL. That's going to go up for sure. So how much money does that leave for everybody else? And if that, so I mean that's and ESPN's also got the NBA. They've also got baseball, and those are the franchises that they're going to keep. So we just don't know. Is it worth, is it worth $5 million to Dwayne and $5 million to Danny and $5 million to Jerry Cardone to take this risk? Yes. But they have to fund these years. So in that sense, maybe it's not. The whole key is Dwayne's ability to get people to back the league because of his charisma, and the ability for him and his people to do what Vince could not do, and that's get a paying television deal out of this thing.